Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is Mike Langberg, the head of communications at Ooma. Thanks for joining us again, Mike.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Well, at the Consumer Electronics Show this year, Ooma unveiled something brand new for the company. You've branched out before into home security, but now it seems like you're getting really serious about it. Tell us what you're doing.
As your longtime listeners may recall, we've talked before about Ooma Smart Security. It's a do-it-yourself home security system that helps you stay in touch with your house when you're away from home and can also protect you at night while you're asleep. And we have been adding features to it consistently. And at CES, we announced two new additions. First, as you mentioned, is professional monitoring. The original concept of do-it-yourself security is just that. You would do it yourself. You would get notifications on your phone when there's an event, an intruder, a fire, whatever. But there's always a concern, well, what if I'm away from my mobile phone at that moment, or it's the middle of the night and my phone's in the other room? So now we have professional monitoring for $14.99 a month, which is very affordable, by the way, compared to what traditional professional monitoring costs. And what happens is you designate the sensors that you want to trigger the professional monitoring. Again, it could be a door opening, a window opening, motion being detected. And you'll get a notification as always, but if you don't respond within 1 minute, you will get a call from the professional monitoring service. If they can't reach you, they will then call 911.
And you're doing this in a way to make this technology more affordable for consumers. Tell me about that.
Yeah, exactly. Our home security system is built around our Ooma Telo, which is our original product for voice over internet home phone service. You can get the Ooma Telo, though, and not do the phone service if you just want smart security. The Telo is only $79. The individual sensors range from $25 to $60. And there's no contracts. There's no upfront requirements to purchase anything other than the base station. And so you can create the system that you want that meets your needs. And the other thing I would say is really important is these sensors are all very small, lightweight. They run on batteries, just 1 or 2 AA batteries. They'll run for a year or more. And they're so light, you can even put them on walls with adhesive. And that's important because people who previously couldn't get a home security system, like renters or people in condo associations, where they wouldn't get permission for a traditional security system to be installed, where they have to run wires through walls and drill holes. Now they can have security at home, and if they move out, they just take the sensors off the wall and set them up at the next place where they move.
And as far as the monitoring costs are concerned, if people opt for that, I suppose is that still optional?
Yes, of course, that is optional. Again, it's $14.99 a month. Our home security system, you can actually opt for the free monitor plan. If you want to, you don't have to spend anything. And the free monitor plan, you get the notifications on your phone that we've been discussing. And for just $5.99 a month, you can get our secure plan that has a couple of very cool features. One of them is what we call geofencing. Based on the location of your phone that's in your pocket or your purse, the system can automatically turn on when you leave home, automatically turn off when you come back home. That's very convenient. And actually, that gives me a chance to mention the other thing we're announcing at CES, which is a keypad. This is a small little number pad where you can type in a code to arm or disarm the system. And that's great for visitors to your home, maybe someone like a house cleaner or a dog walker who needs access but wouldn't necessarily use the geofencing feature. And it's you can create individual codes for different people, so you actually know who's coming and going from your home. You know, you would receive an alert that the house cleaner just entered the code to disarm the system, and that tells you that the house cleaner's arrived. when they enter the code to rearm the system as they're leaving. You know that they're done for the day. So this is illustrating what I'm talking about, that people often want a home security system for emergencies, for an intruder, for fires, for flooding. And those are all perfectly good reasons to have a home security system. But what our customers really appreciate over time is how they just know what's going on at home when they're not there. They know who's coming and going. You can even do fun things. We have door and window sensors that, as the name implied, are for traditional doors and windows. But some of our customers do things like put them on the freezer in the basement so they know if their kids are stealing ice cream. I personally followed a suggestion from one of our customers. I have a door and window sensor on my mailbox outside my house, and now I know when the mail arrives every day because I get a notification on my phone. So again, we're really excited about the way that this allows people to create the system they want with just the components they're looking for at a very affordable price.
Something else that's new that you've announced is the Ooma Telo 4G. Tell me about that.
Sure. So as I mentioned, Ooma started out 15 years ago doing voice over internet home phone service. We're still doing that. We found that some people continue to have traditional home phone service, a copper wire phone line from the phone company, which tends to be expensive. It's often $30, $40, $50 a month and has none of the advanced features you would get with internet-based phone service. And one of the big reasons they're doing that is because traditional copper wire phone service often kept working during a power failure. And people were worried, if I switch to an internet home phone, well, what happens if the power goes out or my internet connection fails? Now we've got this bundle, Ooma Telo 4G. It's just $129. And what you get for that is the Ooma Telo base station that I was telling you about earlier. You get a little tower that's a connector that connects the Ooma Telo to the 4G cellular network. So it makes the internet connection through the wireless network rather than using your home router. And it's got a backup battery that provides 10 hours of power to the unit. So now you've got a home phone that will keep going even if the internet goes out, even if your power goes out. And yet the service fee for this is only $11.99 a month for unlimited calling. And you're getting all kinds of advanced features that a home phone would never have. We give you a mobile app so that you can call from your mobile phone. You can call as if you were at home. When you get a voicemail message, it comes as an attachment in email to you. So you can respond to voice messages right away instead of waiting to get home and looking at the blinking light on your answering machine. And I didn't mention before, one thing that's unique to Ooma, both in smart security and in our home phone service, is what we call remote 911. Using your mobile phone, if there's an emergency at home, you can call the local 911 operator as if you were calling from home, where they see your address on their screen. They answer the phone, say, "What's your emergency?" They see right there on the screen, 123 Main Street, and you can say, "I've got a fire, I've got a break-in," and they will send help right away, which can be hugely valuable. Again, when you're away from home and there's an emergency, there's no good way to reach the local 911 operator. Now with Ooma, you can do that.
Terrific. So for more information on all of this, where do people go?
Very simple, Ooma.com. That's OOMA.com. And it's all there.
Mike Langberg, thank you for taking the time with us.
Well, thank you, Fred. It was a pleasure as always.
Cooking with the power of the sun. Hi, I'm Fred Fishkin, here to tell you about the latest innovation from my friend Patrick Sherwin and his great team at GoSun Stove. The GoSun Fusion has arrived using the company's tried and true reflectors and a solar vacuum tube to get you cooking without the mess of charcoal, heavy propane tanks, or smoke. A really bright idea. And with an optional solar panel and battery storage and the ability to plug in at home or on the road, you really can use the GoSun Fusion to cook anytime and anywhere, day or night, rain or shine. I love what Patrick and his team are doing, and so will you. Want to learn more? Head to gosun.co to check out all of the company's products and innovations, and use the code Techstination to save 10%. That's gosun.co.